Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Where do you hit us? You can sit over there. Watch there.
Oh, sounds so good. It actually sounds so good. It's very good. Friday Night Lights and the Castle Lager Pirates Grand Challenge is back, and it's the ladies division who kick things off here at the Alberton Rugby Club. A very good evening to everyone that's tuning in, wherever you are. And welcome to the Alberton Rugby Club. We'll start off with the ladies encounter before we get to the main one between Alberton and Roodepoort Rugby Club. It's a lovely late autumn even here in Johannesburg, and it should be a beautiful evening worth of rugby, which you can watch here on SuperSport Schools and wherever you are. YouTube, also the stream there. So it should be very, very, very interesting. As the officials just getting some last minute preparations on the go before we kick off in this ladies match. We've seen some second team encounters and some third team encounters on the far field as well here tonight at Alberton Rugby Club. Plenty of entertainment. It's lovely to see the locals coming out into the stands and supporting both clubs. On Roodepoort, it's quite a drive all the way to Alberton Rugby Club. So it's very, very interesting in how it will pan out this night. Friday Night Lights. It's such a great addition to Castle Lager Pirates Grand Challenge for this year. To be able to come out and play games on a Friday night, bring the family along, bring the kids. Plenty of activities here at the Alberton Rugby Club. Jungle gyms, some pizzas, some Burgos rolls have been flowing aplenty all evening long here at the Alberton Rugby Club. Just waiting for the last minute preparations for the ladies side and then get this match underway. If you are joining us for the first time on our YouTube stream, it's been a fantastic evening. The second team match wrapped up a few minutes ago with Alberton like the team that went over the line there in the end. Was a touch and go at the end there. A couple of defensive efforts needed from the home side, but eventually pulling it off at the end there. So let's advantage Alberton in this rivalry. It's a big rivalry, this between Roodepoort and Alberton. It dates back a very, very long time ago. These rivalries have been renewed for the years, and it's so great to have them on our screens now in recent times. Also, if you are an old boy of either Roodepoort or Alberton, it's so good to have you on our YouTube stream. Hopefully you are cheering on your clubs, your former clubs, wherever you are in the world or in the country. It's a fascinating advent to the game now, streaming, YouTube. You don't miss any games when you can't make it to the ground. First prize is always to come out onto the ground and obviously cheer from the stands and get the beers out. Plenty of Castle Lagers have been flowing throughout the evening here at the Alberton Rugby Club. But to have a stream also, just maybe you can't get to the ground, you want to watch it from your television, your mobile phone. It's been a brilliant addition with streaming. We're almost underway with the women's game. The referee's out in the middle. She's asking for both sides to make it onto the field. so that we can start this encounter. The ladies' game is also so important because it's such an important pipeline, this club rugby, to feed the provinces and then eventually the Springboks taking part in that Rugby World Cup in New Zealand a couple of years ago, curtailed initially by the COVID-19 pandemic, and then it was able to get underway a year later. Some fabulous performances from our Springbok ladies there, but the Women's Premier Division is also underway. First last weekend, and the Women's Premier Division. Bulls Daisies doing what they do best in winning rugby games. Mr. Province also getting off to a very good note in that Women's Premier Division. So it's an important pipeline, this club rugby, to be able to feed into that Premier Division for all the provinces and franchises that are on display there. The coaches will be very much looked on to be able to groom this talent, patient enough to be able to make sure that it elevates to the highest level in the women's game. Right, we're almost underway. The referee's happy with the numbers on the field. And we're underway in this first televised game of the evening. The best of restarts. The option will either be a scrum, which they'll take from the center of the field. So the greatest of starts. Such an important element, that to be able to make sure you hone in those skills, whether you're playing whatever position you are playing on the field. Work to be done now. First scrum of this evening. Slight pause as the referee just makes sure that everybody's settled in their right positions. Safety first also for the referee here. Here it comes. And out the back, old 8-9 on the open side. Now, here's a very good break. And there's pace and power on offer. It's a good tackle. They come piling through to try and win that ball back. And they do. There's turnover ball down this near side. And unfortunately, a foot and touch. It's a good, lively start to this game. Fast break from the inside center, but a good tackle, and then numbers in the breakdown trying to win that ball back. Did so, and then fortunately a foot in touch. First line out then of the evening. Saw the first scrum was very much settled in that first scrum. It's a very steady, cool night, no breeze. The hookers won't have too much trouble to try and put this ball into this line out. Rehearsed move. Then comes, looked skew, but the referee allows it. Here's a strong run. Body position a little bit too high, but managed to get it down. Out it comes into a pot of forwards. Offload is gone awry, but it's gone backwards. Referee's arm is also out for an advantage, but it's turnover ball. Numbers down the blind side, good strength. Now is an opportunity to possibly find them. But what a hit. Oh, that's lovely. That's brilliant defense. That's a huge hit. It's good to see both girls coming up from the floor pretty quickly. Comes again. This time it's not straight. Another scrum now for it's about honing in the basics for the ladies at this stage and it's this level of the game. It's making sure that you have enough of that skill level and the patience to hone it. And important things like throwing into the line out, feeding at scrum time. Those technical aspects of the game is so important to emphasize. Make sure the skills development of these young ladies is right up there. This is a big shove. It might be a turnover. It is. On the blind side, the tackle comes in. It's a pretty good one. Slow ball now into a pot of forwards. Strong run and a good defensive effort. Need quick ball now. Really slow at the moment, trying to find options. We go open side. Here's a loop around. Nice skill, the dummy. Then the offload in the tackle. It's another strong run from the inside center, but very much aware of her threat. Bring her down very quickly. Messy ball, but it secured again, and it's another opportunity to spark another attack. And it's gone and touch on the far side. Yeah, the side center looks like a very strong runner. We'll be able to make sure that they keep her under wraps. The line out, meanwhile, is a little bit of pear-shaped and it's rescued well. It's a big collision in midfield and well to cling on to that tackle. His body's all over the floor here. The referee comes up with the ball. Quick tap. Offload. Not gone forward. It is good some power now. Got rid of one and then got rid of on the short hand side. Slow ball and then it's taking out the side of that ruck. Referee just lets it go. He has an opportunity straight through the middle. Alex ladies looking for the opening try of this evening. Into a pot of forwards. Strong run, but equally good defense. They keep ball in hand to Alex ladies. That's gone forward. Turnover ball now. Opportunity for a counter attack. That's gone very messy. The referee will go back for the first infringement. A lively start. And I like the way that the Alex ladies are approaching this game. They're keeping it very much tight into the forwards. Part of forwards set it up and then trying and catch the opposition on the counter attack. They've got some speedy backs. They'll have some power as well, but at the moment the tactic looks like it's keep it into the forwards and then all the defenses are sucked in. Then you give it to the pacey, powerful backline players. It's an attacking scrum here for Alex ladies. Just making sure that they've got the right scrum off in place as well. Spread it out, this attack. Numbers both sides of the field, left and right. There's plenty of option for the scrum off. Maybe the old 8-9, but it's a big shove coming in. It's come out of the back. Good pick up from the 8th man. And the offload. Now an opportunity. The offload again. Now pace and power, but she's lost it over the line. There's a real opportunity for Alex Ladies to score there, but the handling just letting them down at the crucial time. And it's a turnover ball. So referee just getting the right decision. It'll be a scrum. A defensive one for Alex Ladies. It's tight into that 5-meter line. What's the play here now? So the Alex Ladies need to try and defend. The referee is not happy with settled that scrum is. Bit of a delay is medical attention also required to some of the players on the field. The referee will delay things as because attention is required. It's such a lovely opportunity for these ladies to play. Did mention before, it's such an important year in women's rugby. Women's Premier Division started this past weekend, fully much in flow now. These ladies will have a huge task on their hands to be able to impress. Now, lovely sweeping backline move with some lovely passes now to the winger. It's a long chase. And she's chewed off plenty of ground and eventually bundled into touch. Really good run, but it's taken quickly by Alex Ladies, but the referee is not happy with how that transpired, so she's calling them all the way back for this line out. Another line out now for Alex Ladies. Getting the gap right, the referee. Good line out, good take. Into the quarter forwards, Ken Strong running. So again, it's a strong defense. Eventually bundle that's it to touch. It'll be another line out. Opposition ball. Good take. Now into a pot of forwards. Stretching the legs. The first run out. Screaming for the ball. Quick tap. Go. Now it's an opportunity down this near side. High tackle. The referee brings it back all for that penalty. Could have allowed an advantage to carry on, the referee, but it's making sure that everybody's safe. Option is for a quick tap and go. Big run and a strong defensive effort. Ball's being transferred back to a pot of forwards again. Now the Alex ladies looking for a better opportunity to find the first score of the evening, but it's a turnover ball. Another high tackle. Tap and go. There's the option. A little bit isolated, but she does find support. Now is the first opportunity for winger down that left-hand touchline to stretch her legs a little bit. Quick ball now. Good defense from Alex ladies. Start retaining the ball and giving it to the forwards. The placement of the ball. Yeah, lost forward again. The referee is allowing it to play. There's a tick tackle again. Tap and go is the option. It's numbers here for the pass. Not going to hand. Still another plenty of opportunity down this near side. Here's a good effort. Here's a run. Good strength, strong defense again. Quick ball. Running across field. And enough pace though. Look at this run. Look at this run. She might go all the way, you know. Yes, she does. Fabulous try. And it's the first one for the evening. That's the old 90 degrees. Oh, fantastic. That's a great effort. That lots of strong work before from the forwards. And then when you've got jet shoes like that, you don't need to pass to anyone. She went right across the field and then straightened up. But before she straightened up, she'd beaten everybody for pace. First points on the board. Conversion time now. Unsuccessful. It is 5 points to 0. Alex ladies are trailing here with a couple of minutes left in this first half. It was brilliant, that try. Just beat everyone. Even her teammates were shouting for her to run straight. She was like, no ways, I'm going sideways before I'm going straight. Restart now. It's a good one. Well taken by Alex ladies. They'll be keen on hitting back onto the scoreboard very quickly after conceding that try. Ball's there, but no one from Alex ladies interested in taking out. Now they do. Good, strong defense. Body position a little bit too high, but she does eventually get to ground. Need a scrum off here. The forwards are eager to keep it at close quarters. Turnover ball though. Wasted opportunity for Alex ladies. Pulls out. Now here's an opportunity down this near side. Offload is good to the lanky forwards. Bring her to ground, but might be a turnover ball here. No, it's still here. Now to the try scorer again. Look at the pace again. Does well to evade a few tackles. Scrum off needed. Eventually comes and lost forward. Yes, thoroughly entertaining. It's end-to-end stuff at the moment. Everybody's so thoroughly entertained by what's on display in this ladies' game. There'll be plenty of work on to be done, but at the moment it's still pretty good. Big shove, yeah, but comes out from the back of that scrum. They put the kick in. It might roll all the way to touch, but it doesn't. Good save, good footwork. Now the counter attack. Offload is good. Heading towards this touch line, but well to stay in field. Scrum off needed. The winger comes in. Good work. Good ball needed to the forwards. Strong run. It might have been a high tackle there. Referee says no. Show the goal, and then the offload has gone forward. Now turnover ball. Advantage being played by the referee. It's a good strong return that from Alex Ladies. Neat pick ball. Need support here, but isolated in that run. Show the goal. Pillar defense still stands up. Good hit. Alex Lady still in control of the ball. Was behind her, but eventually she spots it. Oh, here's a run. Now here's a run. Can she finish it? Oh, good strong defense. Falls out. Illegally so, though. Penalty to Alex Ladies. What's the option here? Is to quick tap. He's been very keen on quick taps all evening long. Yeah, I think that's half time. And a thoroughly entertaining half, in which the Alex Ladies trail by 5 points to 0. A very long-range try to get us onto the board this evening. And it's at halftime here in this ladies' game, and Alex Ladies trail by 5 points to 0. And plus, you make it 2 grand shaves.
Toes.
Welcome back to the Alberton Rugby Club. It's the second half of the women's clash, and it's the Alexandra ladies who trail by 5 points to 0 here. A wonderful score in that first half. A first half that flew by. Yeah, we're hoping that they'll be able to get themselves onto the board. Referee's also been very good in her interpretations of the laws, and she's allowed the game to flow here at the Alberton Rugby Club. Don't go too far as well, because at the completion of this women's game, there will be the main fixture between Alberton Rugby Club and Roodepoort Rugby Club. The first 15 from the men's side will be in action. The kickoff scheduled for 9 p.m. Underway for the second half. The restart is good. It's gone the required 10 meters. The first error of the second half goes the way of the Alex ladies in the blue today. Yeah, wonderful for Lions Rugby to promote the women's game and make sure that these ladies are playing, are active, and are enjoying their rugby. Such an important aspect of the game itself, because you need both men and women playing the sport. Here's another opportunity here. Oh, this is good. She might go all the way. Yes, she will. Tackle comes in, but she's over the line. Wonderful score. And they're extending their lead. Yeah, it's 10 points to 0 with the conversion to come. Wonderful run strong. She's been strong all night. She's done a bit of a nasty, but I think she'll be all right. She'll be credited with that score. She'll be okay very quickly. She has to dust herself off very quickly because she has to take the conversion. My referee is just making sure that the Alex ladies are behind the post and not in front in order for this conversion to be taken. Steadied. I'll take the 10 points to no lead here. It's a strong start to the second half. Try virtually from the first minute of the game. Need a response here, Alex ladies. They've been rocked on either side of this game, the side of first half. Need a response here. Okay, try and get their hands up to the ball very quickly. Restart is good. Not a long run, but offload a little bit of ride. Now the try scorer again wriggling her way forward. Scrum off needed. Comes and in into the forwards. Oh, big tackle. Now the forwards again take it up. Quicker ball needed to the forwards. It's a bit of a injury delay here again. It's been nice to see that this game's also been played in really good spirit. Ladies have competed fiercely against each other in the few minutes that we've seen them in action, but the tackles have been far from friendly. They've been ferocious. They've come in thick and fast. Been a couple of players that have been down on the floor receiving some medical attention, but to see them get up and then try again is what you really want to see. Referee just making sure that she stamps the law to the respective captains of the night. Been plenty of chatter. Referee just so apologies and hands up. So will eventually result in a penalty for Alex ladies, and it's a strong run. A big tackle coming in. Our numbers on this near side. As well to evade the tackle. Now the offload comes. Numbers, if she can get the pass off. Yes, she does. Lots of offloads coming in here. The defense is still standing sturdy here. The scrum off here, Alex ladies, does come. That's a good run. It's a turnover ball, though. Backwards is the call from the referee. They have to use this again. Good strong run and the presentation of the ball. An opportunity here for the fly off to try and leave her magic, but the float is not good. Turnover ball. Oh, squirts out messily from the back. Oh, it's a big bump off. And she was going to go all the way. No, good defense, but yeah, good defense. And then the offload is good. Again, the offload is good. Now they eventually get over the line. Oh, what a strong bump off that is. See you later. And Alex ladies are eventually on the board. It's a try with the conversion to still come. But how about that run from the left winger? Plenty of power and pace. She just bumped her off like it was nothing. The conversion is not successful, so it's 10 points to 5. That's brilliant. Thought she might go all the way on her own, but she was scragged back. There was plenty of support though, and eventually they were able to get it down on to the line. Some substitutions coming now, both sides, giving some much needed game time to the entire squad. Restart is good. Back underway. Alex Daly scored that much needed try. Oh, it's a good steal. Just come away with it. Now Alex Daly looking for an equalizing score. Here's the danger. So tackling high around the neck. It's not quickly again. Look at this run. This is so strong. We've turned it over. Alex ladies need a bit of defending to do here. Numbers down this near side. Good tackle. Ball comes out messily.
On White Knox.
It's done well to retain possession. Where does this ball go now? Into a quarter forwards. Strong bump off again. Can't get rid of the second one. Here comes now into forwards. Plenty of blue jerseys into that tackle. Might want to have turned this over, but it still comes out the same side. Pick and go is the answer. Quick ball. I don't think she was waiting for that ball to come to her, but she's done well to retain possession. But it's been turned over. Alex ladies have it. Might it be another turnover? Eventually, it is a penalty to Alex Lady, so they'll tap and go. Out very fast from the back. It's through the hands, though, down that far side. The dangerous left winger's been taken care of very quickly. Hey, the strip. This game's opened up nicely now. Now it's a offload. Another one needed for Alex Ladies. Can they equal things up here? They've got numbers down this near side. They come back in. She's been hit high, so the penalty will go to Alex Ladies. Tap and go is the call. Good defense. Quick ball needed. Now down this left-hand side. Here's an opportunity for Alex Ladies through the first tackle. The offload is very good. All picked up on the shoelaces. Offering the services again to carry this ball forward. Trying to win this ball back, but just clung onto it for dear life here. Trying to retain possession for Alex Ladies. Numbers if she can find the pass. She can't. She still has the ball, but good defense again. This is end-to-end stuff. It's ferocious. Alex Ladies looking for an equalizing score. They've already scored one try here, conceded two, 10 points to 5. But she's lost it forward. Turnover ball at a crucial point in this attack, but they've managed to get the ball back on their side. Going backwards though. She did well not to offload that ball. Defense coming in again. Good clean out. Now into the forwards. The pass is good. Oh, good strength. Through 2 tackles. On the ball and the presentation on the ground. Coming off the line very quickly there. Might have been a hint of offside, but the referee allows it to go on. Woo! It's eventually turnover ball. All of that endeavor from Alex Ladies comes to fruition. Wait, the kick is trickling into touch. No, it isn't. Eventually does. And that's so zeroed. Wonderful game comes to an end here. The first of our 2 televised games. And unfortunately, this time around, Alex Ladies going down by 10 points to 5. And it's been thoroughly entertaining. Don't go away because our main fixture is around the corner, about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Both the men's and both the sides have gone through their warm-ups and should be taking the field pretty soon. So it's finished 10 points to 5 here in this women's game.
I'm still watching.
Was hier da? Was hier da? Ja. Wo da zullen? Ja. Ja, nu. Was, Basi? Ja.
Efendim. Anlatın bana ya. Hadi kalk.
Har sådan et løgner. Jo.
And welcome for our main game for this evening. It's Friday Night Lights in the Castle Lager Pirates Grand Challenge, and it's the home side, ALBERTON, up against Roodepoort. That's a huge derby, this, between these two sides. Plenty of fanfare also. And if you're just tuning in, we've seen some wonderful rugby action here at the ALBERTON Rugby Club. The seconds, the thirds, and the women's game slap bang in between these games as the two sides run out, led by the respective captains. Looking forward to this one because it should be a fascinating encounter. Roodepoort led by Barend Steyn. It'll be them in their traditional green and black. Playing from right to left on your screen. Justin Ducre will get us underway, and it's a high hanging kick, plenty of ice on it. It's a good chase, but all controlled eventually. Quick ball needed. Comes in the form of Ishmael Adams. Now here's a good attack. Offload is good. And the hands just letting them down in the last moment, but a strong start here from the visiting side. Eventually lost forward by Wayne Apane. That left wing. I mentioned a big rivalry this between Roodepoort and ALBERTON. What better way to kick off the Castle Lager Pirates Grand Challenge with this huge derby. Friday Night Lights is the first weekend of the new season. Big scrum coming in from both sides. It's wheeled. The referee's allowed it to play. And it's come up onto the side of ALBERTON. Big frame Good tackle, and then the work on the ground, so they'll have the benefit of a penalty. Excellent start on the home side. I think it was Sean Potgieter who came up with the ball, and the plaudits on the high fives and making sure that he got the steal on the ground. Dupree just nudging it into touch. Brandon Schaefer with his first line out for Alberton. That's not gone according to plan. They've lost it forward though, have Roodepoort. So what started out as a messy line out will be Alberton who have the feed at scrum time. Lots of beef and muscle in that front row. That whole pack of forwards is sturdy from both sides. Look at the size of those men. First attacking opportunity for the home side. Will be Taylor Paulson to feed the scrum. From Paulson. His pass is not great. And it's taken forward by SCF and Sale. Now it's turnover ball for Roodepoort. Strong run from Dylan Mostert. The kick comes in from Ismail Adams. Plenty of pressure now upon him, but he does so well to handle that. They were bearing down on him. Needs some protection at the base of that ruck. Does Paulson puts in the box kick, but it's not gone out. Backwards from Neil Kruger. Does well. Get it to his fullback. Here's a really good run from Arbofrein. And the pass. This might be the opening score. And it's the visitors who find the first score. DeAndre Foster. What a start this is to this game. The counter-attack from Roodepoort. And the perfect start and the finish from DeAndre Foster. Try time to the visitors. And all of a sudden, it's gone a little bit quiet in the stands here at Alberton Rugby Club. And a box kick from Paulson. Didn't find touch. Knocked back by Neil Kruger and then into the hands of the dangerous fullback in Reinhard Apelgrein. Cut them in half. Then the final offload to DeAndre Foster, who showed plenty of pace. Marchbank now with the attempted extra two. Doesn't have enough legs, so unconverted try, but it's a good start from the visitors in Roodepoort. They're up by 5 points to 0 against Alberton Rugby Club. Restart is from Benny Portis. The take by Quentin Lochenberg. Not to Adams. Finds a part of forwards to try and set up this exit play. Adams from the base. Gonna try and run this, will Roodepoort. Skewed off the side of the boot from Neil Kruger, but they started this game with a lot of energy, have Roodepoort. It looked like they were going to kick that out from their danger area, but the play was to keep ball in hand and then sending it out to Kruger, Neil Kruger on this left-hand side. Shanked his kick. Line out is good though for the home side. Sweeping move with plenty of loose forwards in the back line. Wayne Apane again called in to make a carry on the left wing. Counter-attack coming from Roodepoort, but it's the home side who are able to secure the ball. Squirts out. Boertes has to tidy up. They've come from the side. Yeah, can't do that. Ball wasn't out, so a penalty will go to Alberton Rugby Club. It did well to try and pile in there and win the ball back, did Roodepoort, but the final moment, doing it illegally. And they've been under pressure. They want to just to settle things down with this kick at the posts. Be Benny Boertes the man. Try and put the home side Alberton Rugby Club on the board. Pretty much straight in front. And he's hooked it to the left of the uprights. In fact, it says here Van Zyl with the kicking duties. And the 13 jerseys, Essia Van Zyl. Start for Marchbank. Spark a counter attack now. Alberton through Jason Buerta. Paulson looking for a pot of forwards. It's not a good pass. Yeah, and the distance between Paulson and that pot of forwards might be a little bit too far. So he had to push that pass a little bit further than he would want to. Unforced error from the home side. Taylor Paulson. Bit of a reprieve now for Roodepoort, who will feed this defensive scrum, but will have the opportunity to try and boot it downfield. Feed is from Adams. Off the back, but untidily so. Out from Adams into Marchbank, runs into a bit of trouble, does Marchbank. Does well to just settle things down. Pick and go is the option now from Roodepoort. Big pot of forwards, big pack of forwards. They've brought to Alberton here. Alberton doing well to make sure that their fringe defense is sturdy. Adams with the box kick. Apane, I've lost that forward as Wayne Apane, yes. So it's a good result then for Roodepoort. They'll have the feed at that scrum, but importantly, they've chewed off a number of meters. Good options from the home side. They're just keeping themselves away from their danger area and playing much of the rugby inside Alberton's half, especially with the 5-0 lead that they have early on. You want to play the territory game, make sure that you're not in positions in which the opposition can put pressure on you. Adams now with the feed. Strong push coming from Alberton, but it's coming out onto Roodepoort's side. Marchbank leaves it inside, but they've lofted it forward. Depane in attempts to get that ball and spark a counter attack. He also loses his forward. The first infringement is a Roodepoort knock on. Greasy ball, bit of dew starting to settle in. It is autumn, so find that the dew settles in pretty quickly on these cool autumn nights as winter starts to settle in. Referee not happy with how steady that scrum is, so ask the front rowers to just reset again and make sure that they are steady before he goes through the scrum calls from Paulson. That was a sweeping backline move. They bring SCF Ansel into the line. Paulson digging it out. Now a bit of space on this right wing side. Strong run from Mukhoto Mbele. Paulson needs quick ball, does find it to the arms of short Potgieter. Was a little bit isolated, was Potgieter. Manages to get the ball back. Paulson. Now the wrap around. Now a lovely pass. Byron Porter this time into the hole. And Alberton have the penalty. That's much better play from the home side. Byron Porter put into the hole. Does so well to make sure that he recycled that ball, and Roodepoort falling over in an attempt to get that ball back onto their side. An interesting option here now from the home side. Again with another opportunity to get onto the board. So they've called on SCF Ansel to knock this one over. He's missed it again as SCF Ansel. He had so much time, he rushed it. And he's hooked it to the left of the uprights again as SCF Ansel. Two opportunities to get onto the board and possibly take the lead for Alberton Rugby Club have gone a begging through the boot of SCF Ansel. Restart finds the hands of Benny Portis. Big burly frame of Benny Portis. Takes some stopping. The offload is gone awry from the inside center. Taken forward by Dylan Mostert. Adams. Strong run from Locherenberg. They're piling up down this near side of Roodepoort. Plenty of numbers down this near side. Still possession with Adams. Good feet from Dennis Muller. It's offside that, yeah. Over eager. Try and win the ball. The home side coming in from an offside position. So they're gifting Roodepoort opportunities to get out of their half here. That's a very good kick from Reinhard Alpogrein. It's taken play all the way into the 22 of Alberton. Oh, Bertus Janse van Vieren will feed the line out in a very dangerous position for Roodepoort. Plenty of options. Stefan Hodkinson in the 4 jersey, keen on it. Jens Müller also a very viable option in the 7 jersey, 2 ball. Will go all the way to the tail of the line out, and it's a very good line out by Roodepoort. They'll set this driving maul. Janse van Vuren controlling things at the back. It's going sideways at the moment. Now it goes forward. Referees allow that to go. Is deemed The Alberton players have gone through the middle of that ruck. Adams is looking for a pot of forwards. Hodkinson, he gets it with falling over. Selwyn Barnard, the man giving away the penalty. He latched on to Hodkinson, his lock partner. And he needed to stay up on his feet to secure that ball. Water hasn't found touch. The flag hasn't come up. Now it's Alberton. The referee has spotted a knock-on, rightfully so, from Roodepoort. Oh, watched it bounce around both these sides. So the referee blew his whistle. Alberton just starting the slow of the two sides. Plenty of unforced errors the first 15, 20 minutes or so of this half. They haven't been able to get themselves into the game. They've very well penalty. We kick that from Porter. Well, I've been reliably informed to refer to the Alberton Rugby Club as the Elande. If you know what an Elande is, very strong and nifty animal. It's a good throw from Brendan Schaefer. It's taken down. Messy ball for Paulson, but does get it into the hands of Benny. Slow ball as Roodepoort try and pile in, but they've conceded a penalty.
Well, the door. Let's go.
What will Jason Porter and the Elande do here? The referee wants to have a chat with his near side touch assistant. Plenty of consultation. Near side assistant has spotted some sort of foul play.
Yeah.
It's a long chat with captain of Roodepoort. He's making sure that all disciplines are upheld. So it looks like the Elande will have yet another shot at goal here. This time, the goal kicking duties will switch from Messier van Zyl to Jason Porter in the 15 jersey. Van Zyl's already missed 2 attempts at goal. This one relatively to the side of the right-hand side. The angle is not so difficult for Jason Porter. First job is to make sure that the ball stays on the kicking tee. Porter Strikes it nicely. And this time, it's the Elande who on the board through the boot of Jason Porter. But they still trail Roodepoort Rugby Club by 5 points to 3. Yeah, after that last kick from SCF van Sale, he said he probably isn't the right man to be taking the kicking duty. So he shifted them to Jason Porter, and it's a good start from the kicking tee for Porter. He started shallow. And then the Elande have an opportunity to stretch their legs. It's SCF van Sale. Good tackle on him, lives the ball in field. Sean Potgieter doing up the mopping up job and doing well, but Roodepoort all over the ball. And it's Marchbank, the fly off, who's come up with the ball. The penalty to Roodepoort. Well, what a run that is from ICF van Sale. Did well to get the ball back in field, and then Sean Potgieter did some great work to mop it up, but then just slightly isolated himself, gave the opportunity for Marchbank to get in on the ball and win it for Roodepoort. Janse van Vuren to feed. Right at the tail of the line out again. It's thrown very well as Janse van Vuren to quarter forwards in midfield. Adams. A strong run that from Tiens Muller. Adams goes the short side. Good interplay from the tight forwards. And they've lost it forward, but the referee was playing an advantage to Roodepoort. The Elande were offside from that resulting line out. So another penalty will go to the visiting side here. I say the accuracy in which Albertus Janse van Vuren is finding his jumpers, particularly at the tail of that Roodepoort lineout, is impressive to see. Twice they've gone to the tail of that lineout. Selwyn Barnard has been the man to claim both those tail balls. Big man is Selwyn Barnard. Just waiting for a rugby ball. It's been a really good start to this game. I mean, both sides have been wonderful in how they've played it, but it was the visitors who were showing a little bit more of an edge over the home side, the Elande. Find the whitewash. Through DeAndre Foster. Oh, this time it's picked off from the lineout. Referees on his whistle, yeah. Incorrect numbers in that lineout, so needed to match up where the Elande didn't match up to the numbers that Roodepoort posted. That lineout, tap and go with Selwyn Barnard in the big collision. Adams digging for that ball. Muller. Nice feet from Tiens Muller. Isolated. Needs some help to secure that ball. And it's another penalty for Roodepoort. Struggling to get out of their own half here are the Elande. And it's Reinhard Apelfein who's just pinning them back further inside that 22-meter area. 5-meter line out. Danger signs now for the Elande. The Janse van Vuren to feed a line out which has functioned well for Roodepoort. It's slightly messy, but Barnard gets control of it. Adams now digging for it to a pot of forwards. Good bust up from Tian Muller. Adams pick and go is the option. They're very close to their try line. Roodepoort. And he's given it the referee. He's seen a grounding on the line. And I think it's Janse van Vuren who's coming up with the try, the hooker. And Roodepoort have found their second score of this evening. And it belongs to Albertus Janse van Vuren. I thought they were very close to their try line, but the referee was probably on the wrong side to try and spot a grounding. Went around to this near side, spotted the big hands of Albertus Janse van Vuren on top of that ball and onto the try line. And the second score for Roodepoort. Appelgrein. It's a mere formality from that distance. Converts their second try. They're up by 12 points to 3. The visitors. It's a very good start this from the Roodepoort. They're putting the Elande under some bit of pressure at their home ground here. Nothing better than scoreboard pressure, especially when you're playing so far away from home. Benny Portis with the restart. And it's so almost claimed by Elande, but lost it forward and then poofed downfield by Roodepoort. Whoa, that's danger signs. I think the referee's arm is up for an advantage for a high tackle. Jason Porter this time jinking and finding an offload, but to no man's land. And eventually the penalty comes. I don't think none of the Roodepoort boys were keen on making that tackle. It was a big run from Sean Porter in the 5 jersey. The near side assistant. So his flag up, spotting yet another bit of foul play potentially. And the referee is going to give the Elande 2 options here. Another penalty that ensued, and I think it was a late tackle. One of the Elande players. Sean Porter will ask the kicking tee to come out again. Just to try and close that gap into a 6-point one. They're down by 12 points to 3 at the moment. The Elande time. And splits the uprights. So they've cut the deficit to just 6 points now. Have the Elande. They're down by 12 points to 6 against Roodepoort. Jason Porter with 2 converted penalties and 1 converted try, 2 scored on the night by Roodepoort. Now the hands of Khotombele. The passes are right. They're trying to tidy that ball up on the Elande, but it's messy and it's fallen over to the side of Roodepoort. Adams goes digging in for it. Gives it out to his captain and Barenstein. But not enough advantage for Roodepoort to use, so they'll go back for that knock-on. You can see what the Elande are trying to do. They're trying to play a high tempo game, but they're just letting some errors affect how they want to play tonight. You'd argue that Khotombele could have kept that ball after the restart. He claimed it well and then looked for an unnecessary pass. Probably should have taken that into contact and then let the forwards take it up and give Justin Dupree, maybe Benny Portis, an opportunity to clear their lines. Now they find themselves in a dangerous position. Off the back to Adams. It's a very wild pass. It's gone forward. Ingenuity gone wrong for Roodepoort. Wanted to use that inside play. Pass not sticking in. Possibly have gone forward as well. It's a strong scrum. This from Roodepoort, but it's out the back for Elande. Moved forward by Jandre van der Heever. And Apane was tearing after that. Just the ball winning the race into touch. Strong second shove from Roodepoort. A lot of scrum enthusiasts would have loved the latest episode of Chasing the Sun. If you're a scrum enthusiast, Dan Human, the Springbok scrum coach, talking so much about how much of it is a weapon in South African rugby. Roodepoort showed it there. It's a Vanvoorens. So the line-out is not straight. Yeah, Dan Human breaking down how the Springboks prepare that weapon that they use so well. Taken to the harbor is what we refer to. It's a Elande ball here, but it's gone a little bit messy for Paulson. He's turned over possession, crucially. Now it's Appelgrein. But it's Foster coming off his right wing for Roodepoort. Adams to Tiens Muller. He's been strong, the seventh flanker. They need a scrum off here. Adams is there. Coming from the side, that's for Paulson. Again, it's such a coach killer. Roodepoort had already won the ball. I would have asked for green rucks. Realign again. Try and find another opportunity to put pressure on Roodepoort. That time, Talon Paulson just going in from the side in desperation to try and win that ball back. Concedes the penalty for the Elande. Now they're back in dangerous territory again. Roodepoort with Albertus Jensen van Vieren to feed this line out. All the way to Barnard, but it's over Barnard. Swept up by Christian Leroux. Has to fight off the big frame of Barnard. He does well. So they look to pass that ball. How they do. A lot of space for Mbele to try and jink his way through. Turnover ball for Roodepoort. Adams. Muller. Ranging forward is Tiens Muller. Adams comes the short side to Marchbank. He's lost it forward, the fly off. And the referee was playing an advantage for a high tackle towards Roodepoort. Quick tap, Adams. The referee's not satisfied with the position of that ball. So he has to stop Adams in his track. Well, the play is still for a quick tap. Ishmael Adams into his captain, Barenstein, and the turnover ball comes. Yeah, the referee is pointing to his head. Remember the revised law now from South African rugby for this level of the game in club rugby. As the attacker, as the ball carrier, you can't lead in with your head and your neck into the contact point. And it's all about trying to uphold player safety. Well, the referee very much spot on in his interpretation of what transpired there. Barenstein leading in with his head. They had the penalty with the Elande, but they've haven't used it enough, sufficiently enough yet. Of the Elande. The scrum will belong to Roodepoort, in which Ishmael Adams will feed it. In from Adams. It's wheeling, but it's going forward from Roodepoort. Out from Adams. Yeah. The advantage is being played by the referee for so loose forwards unbounding before the time. They'll try and use this as a free play. It's a Appelfein spots a bit of a hole, but well marshaled. Pick and go from Roodepoort. Now from Barnard. Not going too far. Roodepoort. Adams is calling a Porter forward to stand out into the hands of Janse van Vuren. He's already scored one try tonight. The referee will go all the way back for that earlier infringement. As we're into the final few minutes of this first half. And it's been a very good one. Especially if you're a Roodepoort player, coaching staff and supporter. They've scored 2 tries to nothing. With the boot of Jason Porter is the one that has kept the Elande within touching distance of Roodepoort. 12 points to 6, the score. DeAndre Foster with the opening try for Roodepoort, and then from the resulting maul, and then a few phases later, it was Albertus Janse van Vuren who scored Roodepoort's second try of the evening. Elande had 2 opportunities earlier on to get onto the board. But Sia van Zyl, on converting on both the occasions, gave the kicking duties to Jason Porter. He converted both. Adams. Might have been a knock forward, but he lets it go. Strong run first of all, but Dylan Mostert taken to ground. Ishmael Adams to a pot of forwards. He's been good, this guy. Tienus Muller. Adams with the counter ruck now, coming from the Elande, and they've turned it over. Christian Leroux comes away with the ball. Paulson left it behind them. But still with the Elande though. Plenty of mistakes coming from this Elande side. Paulson, the box kick, finding some space, and the error from Appelfein. So a lot of that early pressure is now being diverted by the Elande, forcing ALBERTON into an error. So it will be the Elande will have the scrum. 10 meters inside the Roodepoort territory. Can the Elande finish this half on a positive note? They've been here before, but they've only come away with 6 points from the entrance into the Roodepoort half. Struggling a little bit with their handling at the moment. Greasy ball, the dew settling in. They need to be able to use this possession. Referee. So just temporarily stop the game. Some medics coming onto the field. A very good evening. And it's the first round of the Castle Lager Pirates Grand Challenge. Another season for these players to stake a claim at possibly winning the title this season. It was a lovely final here last season between the Northwest University Eagles and the eventual champions, the Pirates Rugby Club. A tremendous spectacle. And it's so good to see the sponsors coming on board, Best Med and Castle Lager, making sure that club rugby stays alive. Time back on. All injuries accounted for by the medical staff. And it will be Taylor Paulson to feed the scrum for the Elande. Oh, they've been over eager. Those front row forwards of Freddie Bezaitno, Brendan Schaefer, and Lindo Zaza. Really engage is what the referee is saying. They have the short-term penalty in which Adams will give to big eighth man in Locherenberg. Now Tiens Muller getting rid of 2 tacklers. Very good stop on him, but he's chewed off so much ground as Tiens Muller, Marchbank, and less steps forward. Yeah, early season skills letting both sets of players down, particularly with the handling. It'll certainly improve as the season goes on. That aspect of the game, once game minutes under their belts, these players, the skill level will rise. Long off season, would have worked a lot on that. Paulson, wayward pass from Taylor Paulson. Monsieur Fancel needs to bring it back. That's so well. Stays on his feet. Is a strong runner. Is SCF Fancel. Paulson. It's another wayward pass from Paulson. But Jason Porter has cleaned it up well. And then the pass to Wayne Apane. Just a lot of the micro skills from this Elande side. Not going according to plan. 2 very wayward passes from Taylor Paulson. The Jason Porter did so well to bring it back, and then the pass towards his left winger was not going according to plan. Janse van Vuren finds Barnard. That combinations worked well. Marchbank to Mostert. is on top of that ball, but it's still on the side of Roodepoort. Not from Marchbank. Good carry from Lochenberg. Adams. It's at Marchbank who's in there. Now Mostert bussing and shrugging his way forward. Marchbank, Adams, Muller. Strong run again from Tienes Muller. The referee was playing yet another advantage to Roodepoort. Yeah, they want to settle things down here and possibly finish the half the stronger of the two sides. Vast for the kicking tee. Reina Tapochrijn, man, to try and convert this penalty and nudge them a little bit further ahead of the Elande on the scoreboard. It's converted just one of his two attempts as Reina Tapochrijn. Who's fallen off the kicking tee. Need to take a little bit of time, but we'll get the hurry up from the referee. One step, two steps, and the pressure from that ball falling off the kicking tee means that Reina Tapochrijn hasn't converted that penalty, but a strong half from the visitors. They've scored two tries to nothing here against the Elande. They go into the break the strong of the two sides. Two tries scored, but one converted. And Jason Porter, the man keeping the Elande within touching distance on the scoreboard. But at halftime here at the Alberton Rugby Club, it's Roodepoort 12, the Elande 6.
Oh, Ram. Oh, quase for Hey.
Welcome back to the Alberton Rugby Club. It's second half time between the Elande, the home side, and Roodepoort Rugby Club, with the visitors going into the break. The much happier of the two sides. They take a 12 points to 6 lead into that halftime. 2 tries to nothing with two converted penalties from the Elande. Plenty to do for the home side if they are going to start off their Castle Lager Paris Grand Challenge the season off on a good note at home. And it's Roodepoort who are keeping them at bay at the moment. It's a very big half this for the home side. Benny Portis gets us underway. High hanging kick. As Roodepoort who are able to get a hold of the restart. Adams, no changes either side at halftime. Now to Marshbank. Finds Reinhard Appelgren into the line at fullback. Adams to Barnstein. He's just shifted off to nobody as Barnstein. Turnover ball for the Elande. Taylor Paulson. Strong run from Benny Portis, but he's lost it forward. But the referee was playing an advantage to the Elande. But worse for wear was Marchbank. That collision. This one's in a bit of pain as the Roodepoort Fly off Brandon Marchbank. Well, Jason Porter just nudges that into touch. Play will continue as Brandon Marchbank still receives some medical attention. Referee deeming that might not be affecting this play, but he has asked the two sides just to hold it for a moment. So Brandon Marchbank continues to get some medical attention. It's a nice addition, this playing on a Friday night. It allows for the families to come out and support these two sides. Plenty of King kids running around, plenty of beers flowing. It's a great addition from the Pirates Grand Challenge to be able to have and stage games on a Friday evening. Pirates Rugby Club also hosting UJ, the other fixtures around the city. Play underway. It's a good throw from Brandon Schaefer. Finds a good jump. Paulson. Now the cutback from Benny Bortis. Fallen over that ball of Roodepoort, but referee was playing an advantage from that previous line out. Late sack from Roodepoort. Good starters from the Elande. They territory-wise, they pinning Roodepoort back into their own 5-meter line. So important for them to try and get some points back and onto the scoreboard first here. Schaefer. Good jump from Sean Potgieter. Now they set the driving ball now to the Elande. This is going forward with plenty of momentum. It's safe. And the Elande on the board first in the second half. A brilliant driving ball, and Brandon Schaefer's the man that finishes it off. They're back in the game on the home side. Their first try of the evening, and it belongs to the burly hooker and Brandon Schaefer. It was a 6-point game. They've cut that to a 1-point game with the conversion to come. And Jason Porter hasn't missed from the kicking tee. Wonderfully set rolling more that measured approach again from Jason Porter. Strikes it well. And the flags go up. And for the first time, the Elande are in front in this game. They're up by 13 points to 12. And they've struck first in the second half. Converted try from Brandon Schaefer. Jason Porter's 3 from 3 from the kicking tee. Now the try has sparked some energy. It's Taylor Paulson who's sprinting down the middle of the field and then trying to put in a kick. But hit hard in that attempt. Adams. Plenty of mistakes coming now. With Khotombele losing that ball forward. But that try has really woken up the Elande now. What a run from Taylor Paulson. Just couldn't link up with a fellow teammate to try and make that into something more profitable for the Elande. It's a scrum, an attacking one for Roodepoort. The feed is from Adams. It's wheeling around that scrum, but referee will ask for it to be reset. I don't think Brandon Marchbank has made it back onto the field. He's been replaced. Be another feed for Ishmael Adams. Roodepoort coming off 2 losses in the preseason. Had 5 preseason games scheduled, but 3 of them were cancelled. They weren't able to win those 2 warm-up games in preseason. Now it's out from Ishmael Adams. Sweeping move. The tackle on Messier Cancel. He was herring up forward. Back on the Elande side. On the try scorer in Brandon Schaefer. The referee will stop the play because of that earlier infringement from Roodepoort. Yeah, it's expected. Early season, first game of the season, plenty of huffing and puffing. The fitness levels will develop as the season goes on. We'll see plenty of players on their haunches, on their knees. Just continue with that history between these two sides. It's in recent times, it's been Roodepoort who've had the wood over the Elande. It's a very tough game. It's such a tough encounter between these two sides. Sometimes you rock up, whether you're playing at Roodepoort or you're playing here at the Alberton Rugby Club, you just don't know which side will go home with the spoils.
Corner van Heerden.
It's a feed from Paulson. Oh, that's a good move. There's a lot of hesitation in that rehearsed move, and the Elande find themselves under pressure now with Roodepoort. Thought they were piling over and trying to win the ball, but they've done it illegally, so needed to stay up on their feet, says the referee, for that to be legal. They will get a reprieve, will the Elande, which Jason Porter from boot to ball with them temporarily out of trouble for now. Schaefer feed this line out for the Elande. It's a good jump from Sean Porter. Big rumble forward from the Burley 8th man in Andre van der Heever. But he's lost it forward as Andre van der Heever. The atmosphere in the stands just going up a notch now after the try from Brandon Schaefer and the Elande. Their supporters are up and singing on the stands. It's important for them to continue with that early momentum in the second half. But allowed a few mistakes like they did in that first half to creep in again. The Elande, but strong again. Ishmael Adams under pressure gets the pass off. Looking grab a kick, but Jason Buerta has covered up sufficiently enough and sends the ball into the stands. Hasn't chewed off a lot of distance on that kick as Jason Buerta, but safety first. Feed will be from Albertus Janssen van Vuren. Two ball. Take it down well. Fight. Contest. And it's Roodepoort to secure the ball. To the back line. Ishmael Adams. Slower ball for him. Tiens Muller's left it behind him. Some pressure coming in, but a strong defense from the Elande. Especially on that man who's been a thorn, particularly in that first half. Tiens Muller in the 7th jersey for Roodepoort. The scrum will be fed by Ishmael Adams. Oh, in fact, the referee has corrected himself. There's a knock from a Roodepoort hand, so be a Elande put into the scrum. From Olsen, but it's a tight head and it's come back on the side of Roodepoort. It's turned over very quickly. 3 has spotted plenty of areas, and the initial one coming from Roodepoort. They're ringing the changes now for Roodepoort. Albertus Janssen van Vuren's night, an impressive one, has come to an end. He's replaced in the middle of that scrum. He's come off to some applause here from the traveling supporters from Roodepoort. Lindo Dladla's night is also done for the Elande. Big tighted prop. It's Lindo Dladla. It's about that time to start bringing the changes now from the coaches and on some fresh legs. Of course, with new front rowers, things will start to disintegrate a little bit. Sejo Mailangwe. So on the park, placing Brandon Schaefer, the middle of that Elande scrum. Feisty characters, Lesejo Mailangwe. Eventually it settled. And it's Roodepoort piling on the pressure. They've won this scrum again. Adams gets it away to Van Zyl. Wild pass. Stack top. Oh, that's a strong tackle. DeAndre Foster. Tough as nails as DeAndre Foster. It's a bit of strife now for a Roodepoort player. Ball twice from that scrum set piece. Hideouts now for Roodepoort. It's a very good one because it's right inside Elande territory. All the way to the tail for Barnard. Dropped it. He dropped it backwards, so able to rumble it forward. Ishmael Adams to his captain and Barenstein. Busting his forward is Barenstein. Adams to Lofenberg. Adams looks one way, goes the other. So at the space down that short hand side, but the pass is wayward in an attempt to find Neil Kruger. So golden opportunity to regain their lead here. Roodepoort goes a begging. Mailangwe, this will be his first put in at line out time. So plenty of changes being run now by both sides. A lot of reserve numbers on to the pitch now. Just making sure that he allows for all those changes to be made by both sides. I think Lochenberg's night might be coming to a close very quickly. He's soldiering on, is the big eighth man. Lineouts successful for Mailangwe and for the Elande. Water. Long raking kick downfield. As far as Apple Frame. It's very dangerous. Frame. Men over that ball. And Elande will have the penalty. Isolated himself was Apple Frame. Yeah. Lots of men on their feet from Elande. As he's done all evening, Jason Porter hoofs it downfield and into a very good territory. To the tail of the lineouts from Mailangwe. So they're trying to defend this. Mailangwe has come off the back of that maul. Out for Paulson and the juggle from Essia Van Zyl. Does well to keep ball in hand. Now Paulson, oh, and they've lost it forward. JJ Kruger, the man, the 19 jersey. Opportunity for a counter attack. Roodepoort, it's stuffed out quickly. With Reinhard Appelfrein trying to spark something for Roodepoort, but the referee will go all the way back to that knock-on from JJ Kruger. Plenty of areas now settling in, a bit of cramp. So players stretching out the calves and the legs. Into the final quarter of this match, with the home side, the Elande, leading by a solitary point, 13 points to 12. From Adams, quickly off the back, but plenty of pressure being exerted by Taylor Paulson. As well does Adams to secure that ball. Need a scrum off now. Stradom obliges. Plenty of pressure on that relieving kick. Only as far as Khotombele. Now Jason Porter. They can stretch their legs. Kruger hasn't gotten a hold of it. Look at this run. Oh, can't do that. Can't jump on top of that ruck. So the referee's arm is out for a penalty. And a couple of introductions always be so, as it's a rivalry, it's a derby between these two sides. A couple of introductions and some handbags being thrown around between the two sets of players. The referee coming in to settle things down. Referee just having a chat with both captains. Looks like Taylor Paulson has assumed the leadership. Barenstein for Roodepoort. And it looks like he's reversed the penalty as the referee. Some off the ball stuff. The initial penalty was going towards the Elande side. That's a long raking kick. Well fielded. Here's an enterprising run. It's through. Paulson down the short side. Now Christian Leroux wrapped up in a good tackle. Paulson. Interplay between the forwards. Byron Porter this time. The ball's got messy for the Elande, but Paulson is trying to get hands on it. Porter coming piling through, and they've turned it over. Adams with a dink ahead. Into the hands of Jason Porter. Big pick back out from the Elande. Paulson passes wayward, but still with the Elande. The grubber kick. It's a good territorial gain for the home side. Tempo just going up ever so now. So in the final stages of this game, desperation from both sides. Elande trying to hang on to that slender 1-point lead. Roodepoort trying to regain a lead that they held for most of that first half. They were up by 13 points to 6 in that, in fact, 12 points to 6 in that first half. And then the try from Brandon Schaefer was the one that put The Elande in front. Stolen. And it's Elande ball with Paulse at the back of that big shot coming in on Essia van Sale. Paulson, hey, Kruger. Kruger's hands have let him down since coming on in that 19 jersey. JJ Kruger. And a golden opportunity try and extend that lead. Goes a begging for the Elande. Pressure scrum this for Roodepoort. They need to secure it to get themselves out of the zone and perhaps try and work their way upfield and put pressure on this Elande side and maybe regain the lead. They've got plenty of work to do. It's quite a distance towards that Elande try line. In from Ishmael Adams. Scrum is good from Roodepoort. It's eking its way forward. Milk a penalty from this. They do. The referee's arm is out for an advantage. Strong work from Roodepoort. Pressure from the Elande. Number of forwards slowly getting their way with feet. Waiting for that pass. Was that who forward, but support was there, but the referee was playing an advantage, so they'll go all the way back for that advantage. Okay, Tian Muller, he wasn't expecting that pass. He just got it off the ground. He was still trying to get his breath. Was Tian Muller jersey. Moved into touch by Roodepoort. Eke themselves inside the Elande half now. Have Roodepoort. Left it behind. Referee has spotted a knock on.
Let's go, ALBERTON!
Will be Elande put in at line out time. With the Sejo Mailangwe. What hitter? Down for Paulson. The throw from Mailangwe is not straight. Right. It's trickling down now into the last few minutes of this game. Plenty of changes being run. So when Barnard's night is over, needs a bit of help off the field. Is Selwyn Barnard. He's played well. From Ishmael Adams. Milk the penalty again on Roodepoort. Not coming. Not from Adams. Tackle. And, Stands. Turnover ball for the Elande. For Paulson. From Sale. Nice hands. Porter. A kind of bounce. And they were in for all money. Mostert now bringing it forward for Roodepoort to Stratum to Lochenberg. Charge down is Adams. Stewart has been landing back onto Reynard Marple Gray. Good tackle on Neil Kruger. Penalty will go to Roodepoort. Or end-to-end stuff at the moment. Bodies just strewn over this Alberton Rugby Club field. Play going on. The medical staff having their hands full. So players on the floor, both sides. I see a Fansel on the ground receiving some attention. Early season. Early season. Bound to pick up a few knocks. The body tries to get itself battle hardened for what is going to be a long Castle Lager Pirates Grand Challenge season. A lot of changes. The squad depth being tested on both sides. Yeah, nice to see some help, but we hope that just precautionary and it's a bit of cramp for that player receiving some attention there. I think it's Sean. It's not Sean Portfeiter. It might be Christian Leroux. So being helped off the field. Also with the team tackle goal. Take over the top from Paulson. Playing territory game now. The home side. Know that they have the lead. Kick forward now. The opportunity to counter attack with Jason Porter stretching those long legs of his from fullback. Isolated a little bit is Byron Porter. The ball still on the Elande side. Paulson, Kruger, lovely tackle on Justin Dupree. Paulson has lost it forward. Is the scrum off? After all that hustle and bustle, we are put in for Roodepoort from the resulting knock from Taylor Paulson.
ALBERTON! Focus!
Scrum feet. For Roodepoort. from Ishmael Adams. It's a steady one for Roodepoort. Out from Adams. Forward. It's forward from Jason Porter. Skill levels just listing Jason Porter down a very crucial point. Need to find an extra step here for Roodepoort if they are going to win this game. Of players huffing and puffing, slow to get to that scrum. From Ishmael Adams. Penalty to Roodepoort. It's within kicking distance. And immediately calls for the kicking team. Ring out to the bench and to the coaching staff. I think there's been a yellow card that's also been brandished to Byron Buerta in the 4 jersey. Precious opportunity here to regain the lead for Roodepoort. They down by 13 points to 12. This kick could be the one that wins it for the visitors. He'll take all his time here. Measured approach. Sweet strike. But he's hooked it left. And he's missed a crucial kick here. And it's still the Elande who will lead by 13 points to 12. And I think they're down to 14 men, though, the home side. Buerta sends it long and deep into Foster. Lost his footing. Was Dean Foster. Big push forward from Adams. It's a high kick. And he's kicked it out on the full. We'll go all the way back to just inside the Roodepoort half. That's a good result for the Elande. It's out of a dangerous situation. And they can calm the situation down here. They're trying to slow the game down, but the referee is asking them to go into that line out. Mailangwe, very important that he makes this throw. Does, but under pressure, and he has to clean up his own mess. Listen for Mailangwe. Players on the ball, but referee waves them off. Elande need to put this as far as they possibly can. And that is it. It is the ALBERTON Rugby Club Elande who win this derby against Roodepoort. They win it by a single point to open their account in the Castle Lager Pirates Grand Challenge for 2014, 2024, 2025. Excellent game of rugby, but it's the home side in the end who pull off a 1-point win against the visiting Roodepoort side. 2 tries were scored by Roodepoort with the boot of Jason Porter, and 1 try. Brandon Schaefer is what wins it for the Elande. It's finished here at the Alberton Rugby Club. The Alberton Elande 13, Roodepoort 12. Thank you and thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.